Hey guys, Danny Sheehan here with Video Game Hour Live, here with Rooster Teeth's Jordan of the animation department,
Yes, hello.
creator of many great things from Rooster Teeth Animated Adventure, X-Rated Fab, and to now what is quickly becoming one of my favorite shows, Camp Camp.
Yes.
So on Camp Camp, it's a comedy show with like adult content and really colorful child-focused like aesthetics. So with that, where exactly do you see your audience for Camp Camp?
It's an interesting question. I think a lot of those types of shows that are look kid friendly but have stuff that adults could like or older kids too are actually pretty popular even with adults. Like you watch Gravity Falls, which is it's a show on Disney Channel, definitely aimed at kids, but even kind of makes fun of Disney sometimes and gets away with some more risque humor. And it's a thing that kids like, it's a thing adults like, and then we just figured make it look like a kid show, but make it terrible for kids to watch. It's just targeting those adults who like those shows, making it more for them.
What are some of the things that I guess you personally and the department have learned from the previous shows that you guys have worked on, and how are you applying those lessons to Camp Camp and any of the future projects that you have?
Camp Camp has been a learning experience. We did a lot of pre-production on Camp Camp, a lot of planning, a lot of writing, a lot of rewriting, just to make sure we had everything right before the show came out. Team is bigger this year. We have different styles. We brought in a lot of new people. All are great. A lot of them are all straight out of college too, and like just amazing. Composition-wise, we just have more animators. They can pay a lot more attention to their scenes instead of having to move on to the next one. There's just power in numbers this time around. Whereas on X-Rated Fab, we had like 6 animators. Now we have like 12. Our lead has more time to focus on polishing and post-production stuff. Our lead animator, Issa, is also like the lead comp.
Some of your shows in the past, you've used a lot of in-house voice talent, but as some of the newer shows are coming out, you're having a lot of really, really good, like, prominent voice actors in it. So what has the process been like trying to get prominent voice actors signed on?
It's been really cool. I think Ruby has really allowed us to do that, and opening the door to those actors that we can now call back again and have them be on this show. Yuri Lowenthal is an example of that. He plays Neil, and he's been playing Mercury in Ruby. That guy's got great range. He plays a kid and an adult really well. And a lot of this too was like we feel like we don't have to rely on in-house people anymore or as much. We still like having them in, but one thing I wanted to do was when I'm thinking about voice actors is who are people I've always liked and wanted to work with. And one example of that is the guy who plays Harrison, the Magic Kid, is Yotam Perel, who's an animator on YouTube. He's done a lot of voice acting stuff. And I've always wanted to do something with him, so I was like, this is a great opportunity to reach out to him. And it just feels like we have more confidence to be like, yeah, we're Rooster Teeth, and people were like, whoa, that's cool. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
And alongside the voice acting part of it, it comes a lot of, well, I mean, you have new prominent voice actors, but you also, the animation style is very, very different. So, like, my question for that would be, like, what did you draw inspiration from for this new style of animation with Camp Camp?
For X-Rated Fab, we watched a lot of like old '90s cartoons, Cartoon Network stuff for inspiration. We wanted to go a little more contemporary with this one. We watched Over the Garden Wall, Gravity Falls, just looking at how colors work, how character designs look nowadays, and even stuff like how scenes are composed and stuff like that, and how much music is in each episode is all stuff we've taken into account. But yeah, Gravity Falls and Over the Garden Wall were big inspirations, and a lot of it too was like trying to make something that looked completely different, which is why we went with like the lineless style, compared to what we've been doing in the past. Just kind of revamping the look of everything.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel the Rooster Teeth Summer of Animation has gone so far?
I think it's been great. I think everyone's been loving it. We've all been having a great time, and it's cool that now we're at a point where we can have something like this where it used to be we can only work on one project at a time, and then go back, have to go back around year by year. Now we're working on shows in parallel. As one part of the pipeline's winding down, they're starting the next part or the next show or project. To have four animated shows running concurrently right now with RVB, RTAA, Camp Camp, and Ruby Chibi is just it's great, and it's only going to get better for our team.
since we are a student television station, a lot of our viewers are students. What would be any advice you would give to students who are wanting to get more into either animation, production, or video production, whether it be Premiere, After Effects, just that stuff in general?
I would say now is a great time to start exploring those things and learning the basics. Basically the first couple of animations I did were the first RTAs were my first cartoons, and they looked bad, but they had something about them, that made me want to keep doing them and get better. And just start doing what you want to do and learn and get all your bad stuff out of the way while you're young, so that when you're ready to work for a company or get in the industry, you're good to go.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Great advice. Well, thank you for coming and sitting down with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep, I've been Daniel Video Game Out Live, Jordan with Rooster Teeth Animation, but thanks for watching.